What's up YouTube, Coin Flip back. Today we have another unboxing. This is another Anacs submission. I've torn off the shipping labels, but it is still sealed. But yeah, another unboxing from Anacs. We have some good stuff in here. I have seen the grades, but we just got back from vacation, so it's been a couple weeks since I've seen the grades. Again, it's not anything, it's no surprise really. You know, you send these in, you have an idea what they're gonna come back. We were close on some of them and some of them were not. So we're gonna discuss that. So let's get into it, see what we have, and let's get started. We'll remove the paperwork out of here real quick and see what we have. So perfect, that'll actually work out nice. Here's the receipt from the submission, and so we have a few of these in here labeled, but we do have some values in here which will give us an idea of the grade or what we were thinking. As always, we will put the value in the top of the screen here of the coins that we're talking about. And then we'll compare that to what I had written down. But let's, without further ado, one of these coins is my son's. It's going to be the 1908S Barber quarter. And then, again, as always, you know, you find 8 or so good ones and they're rushing for the last 2. That may have happened again here, but not making excuses, just the way it goes sometimes. So let's jump into the one here in the back. This one's a Mercury dime, and as we can see, has some good wear to it. I believe this is a 26S. So a little bit better date, Mercury dime, 26S. That one got a good 4, which is I think what we were hoping on that, maybe a hair better. Does have full rim, does have some detail in the feathers of the wing there on the cap. So I think we thought this would get a little bit better than what it did. Usually a good 4 is going to be pretty slick silhouette, but nonetheless, 1926 Mercury dime, starting off with a clean grade G4. Next one, we have a Morgan dollar. This one you can see pretty clean overall and still has some toning around the edge. Lots of luster left in this coin. This one is an 1897, and you can see overall pretty clean. A little bit of chatter going on the cheek, but fields aren't too bad. I've seen much worse. MS62 is a little bit lower than what I thought, and you know, with the toning on this, I just thought there would be a lot more chatter and hits. I do know Anacs seems to be pretty tough on Morgans, but I just thought this was going to be a better grade than what we're looking at. So let me know what you think in the comments below as we move on with some of the grading here. Maybe you guys see something I don't, but as far as the wear goes and the strike, it looked like it was a pretty good strike. Should have, in my opinion, I think 63 or 64. I think for sure 63. 62 seems a little bit low. Another Morgan on this one. Again, this one is pretty much blast white. And as far as looks go, there's a hit over here, but overall, very, very happy with the way this coin looks. Obverse of this coin, there is definitely some stuff on the cheek, and there's a huge die crack. It looks like a scratch in front of the face here. So we submitted this one for a VAM, but unfortunately, MS60 details, so it got uncirculated, but they think it's been cleaned with these marks on the cheek there, as you can see. But otherwise, very nice coin. 84.0, VAM 37, A2. So we did get the VAM, but a little bit lower grade, and then of course with the details, makes that kind of a bust of a grade for us, unfortunately. All right, next up should be an 1885 Morgan. And again, you're going to see some awesome toning on this one as well. Can't be mad at that. Pretty good strike overall. A little bit flat in the chest of the bird, but overall, very nice coin. And on the front, there's some chatter over here. And I think we were hoping for like a 63 on this coin based off my recollection. But cartwheel and everything is still there. MS62, clean grade, nice toning and all. So a little bit less than what we thought, but still pretty happy overall. Next one is a 1974 Kennedy. This is one that I actually found coin roll hunting, And as you can see, quite a bit of luster. I actually submitted this one for a DDO, and this was one of the nicer ones that I had in my collection, and thought, you know, it's time to submit some of my hard work and show some of that off. Otherwise, still quite a bit of luster. 1974, submitted it for the DDO. We did get the DDO FS101 and an MS64 grade. So very happy with that, considering we found this coin roll hunting. And so some of these are still out there to be found and had. So probably one of my better finds, especially considering found it for 50 cents and the value of what that is. Obviously, again, all these values are coming from PCGS Price Guide. They're the best overall in regards to looking for an actual idea of what pricing is, just because eBay can be all over the place. But you can find good comps on eBay as well. Next two are going to be the Stone Mountains. I'm going to link that video up here where we basically purchased these. I thought these were going to be very similar in grades, and apparently I didn't look close enough, and you'll see why. But this first one looks like there's a little bit of flatness on the chest of the bird, but otherwise the fields are clean. And so definitely thought this would get mint state or uncirculated, as I had high hopes for pretty much both coins. And let's see if we can not get the glare all over. There we go. There is some flatness in this one as I look at it. I'm assuming this is the one that got a little bit lower grade. Yes, AU 55. Again, that's lower than what I anticipated, but a lot of that is going to be on me. Just seeing the shininess of the coin and not looking at the actual details and surfaces. There were some flat spots on this one. Overall, the coin's still a very beautiful coin, but AU 55, not quite what we thought on that one. I think we had both of these around a 60, 63, if I recall, for our grade submissions. Next one, so again, looking at them right out of the box, this one appears to be brighter, if I'm not mistaken, than the other one. Try to get the same angle here. Yeah. So you can see right out of the box that this one is better. When you held them in hand, not in their holders, it did seem that they were very, very similar. But this one, a lot more luster in this one. Very, very good looking coin overall. And the details on this bird are much more pronounced, and the details in the fields as well, with very minimal hits or nicks. And then same thing, popping it over, you can see the cartwheel and luster on this one as well. And this one we got a 63. So it's pretty much right where we had it. We're very happy with that grade on that particular coin. So some of these coins will probably go up for sale on our Whatnot. We've been doing some Whatnot auctions. If you guys haven't noticed those, like I said, we just got back from vacation, so some of these will probably go up for sale. This was also in that purchase when I bought the Stone Mountains, and this is a pretty nice Walking Liberty $50. Again, lots of luster still left on this coin. Just a little bit of a flat spot on the chest of the bird. And again, that to me, that's more of a strike issue, not a circulation issue, based off looking at the rest of the coin, as there is almost no hits in the field whatsoever. It's just a little bit of a flat spot. So generally I would say that's a strike problem. And then again, looking at the coin here, for the most part, there's a couple little bit of lines over here in the field, but the rest of the coin is very, very nice in my opinion. Again, based off what you guys are seeing, let me know in the comments if you think I'm a little out of line on that, but I definitely thought this was going to get a mint state grade, and I know they're pretty tough on Walking Liberties as well. I don't have good luck. I've had much worse coins get the same grade as this, so I'm up on the fence on this one to resubmit. But let me know what you guys think, as there's not a lot going on in the field. It's just right above In God We Trust. There's a few lines and tick marks, and again, just a little bit flatter of a strike is all, so it isn't going to get that higher grade, but I think it should still be in the mint state 62, 3 or 4 range. So a little bit of disappointment on that one. I do not have good luck grading Walking Liberties with Anacs. As I've said before, I've graded many walkers before with similar grades of that were a much worse coin, very noticeable. Second to last coin, this is my son's. This is a 1908S, much better date, Barber quarter. And he picked this up at a coin shop up in Minnesota and just had good details. So we're hoping for a straight grade on this one as well. And I think we thought I was going to get about a VG10, maybe an F12. So a little bit less than what we thought, but very, very happy with this grade overall. Still made some money on that one as far as value goes in taking the risk, but I know he's thought I was going to be a little bit better grade, but still happy with it overall. In our last one, it's a 1921 Denver. I actually think I got this same coin at the same coin shop as he got the 08S Barber actually. So, but 21 Denver, you can see it's off kiltered here on the back. I don't know if it's a rotated die per se, but 21 Denver, yeah, it looks like maybe a slightly rotated die. And again, we were just hoping for a G4 grade. As you can see, there's still some details in the face there and the lines. Usually that's going to be slick from my experience if you're going to get an AG3. However, we got the AG3, so full rim there. And on the dimes, it's pretty common to not have quite a full rim as you would have on a G4. So again, just hoping for a G4 grade on this one, but one less than what we thought. So AG3, but still some fun coins. Still some. It's still exciting unboxing these and having them in slabs and preserving them. And overall, I think we did okay. Some of them were a little bit less than what we thought. So to be honest, I think we pretty much broke even. Or just slightly ahead based off what we submitted and the values of the coins raw plus the grading fees. But that's just the way it goes. That's coin collecting, that's coin grading especially. You're going to be looking at the coin a little bit closer. We learned a lot on this submission. We're going to be submitting some more here very, very soon, probably within the next couple of weeks. This we enjoy sharing this stuff with you, and maybe you guys can learn something from our mistakes, and maybe you guys can even teach us something in the comments below. So let us know what you think and how we did. Until the next time, coin flip out.